Greetings, class, and welcome to 4670. This is a continuation and hopefully the completion of Lab 2. So in preparation, I have spun up GNS3, and I'm going to bring up my router. We did all this work last time. I have gone into you can see that I have the router spun up. I have VMware coming up here, and slowly but surely there we go. Okay, so I've taken care of my resolution problem that I was having. I just went into the VM, right-clicked, went on screen resolution, and shifted it down to the lowest level, and got a better resolution. So from here, I'm going to go into Server Manager, and I'm going to add my feature and role. Actually, I have added my feature and role. I have 3 in here: File and Storage, Services, AD, DNS. How I did that was I did an add role. And one of the things you have to be really sure of is to add the DNS feature. So do the role-based feature, not the remote desktop. Alright. You want to ensure that the system has connectivity to the internet, so have it on NAT. Select the server from the pool. And all I did was I hit Active Directory Domain Services and DNS Server. When I did that, it came up to the next screen and asked me for the .NET frameworks. I did 4.5. And then I clicked Next, and it finished through. It will ask you for a password. Ensure that you give it a password, okay? That you remember that password. I kept my password the same as my local administrator. Okay, so that covered number 4. All right, set up an antivirus solution. So this was pretty straightforward. I went with Malwarebytes. All right, and I also took a copy of Firefox and put it on here for the purposes of just having an easier browser to use. So I just went to Malwarebytes. Looks like I have a little bit of an internet connectivity issue here. Let's troubleshoot that real fast. I'm on NAT. May had to have given it a static IP. Could be it. Got an IP of... That's right. Can't ping out. My route print. That looks right to me. It could be a DNS issue. Let us look at our look at the adapter settings here. Properties, IPv4 properties. Yeah, so we're not getting the DNS here. So let's just go ahead and give that 127.0.0.1 and say 8.8.8.8. So if you run across this problem, this could be the potential issue that you're having. And we'll test it from here. Okay, I figured out my problem. I just had the wrong gateway address on here. I went and tested it real quick with the DHCP, and I was able to get it. So I can put it back. To where I had it. It was .2, not .1. Which is fine, that will work. Close, 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 close. There we go. Now if I can go to Google. There we go. Just, you know, do malware bytes or something. You know, download it, install it, and just show me that you did a scan. Not that big of a deal. Okay, open it up, and this is already expired, so I took so long with this. That's all fine. That's all right. Just show me that you did a scan somewhere, like scan status 6 days ago, and you know, you can do show the scan report. There we go. No threats. Snapshot that. Throw that in your file. That will cover number 5. All right. Number 6, or number 5.5, I should say, also fully patch your system. So with this, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But if you go to Windows Update, and you can find that in Server Manager here. All right. So if you go to Local Server, Windows Update, you can install the updates there. Show me that you're fully installed. All right. So no big deal. Just get a snapshot of Server Manager that shows me you're installed, or if you want to do a picture of that, you're set to automatically install updates. You know, show me that it's fully updated. Okay, that's pretty easy. Moving on. Setting up these users. So the users are pretty easy to set up. Again, from Server Manager, you can go to Manage, Tools, Active Directory, Users and Computers. All right, just go into your domain, into Users. All right, and then you can right-click, New User. There we go, and add your users in here. So I'll add Sam Smith in here. So first name Sam, last name Smith, user logon name, say S Smith. Next, give them a password. Okay, then you make them log on the same, whatever. That's not really that big of a deal. All right, finish. If you forget, oh, I didn't do his, I didn't give him a description. You can go back into Sam, and now you see you get a lot more stuff here. So you can give a description here, CEO. There we go. So if you forget to do something, you can go back in and build it. So finish up those 5 users there. Okay. I'm going to do myself real fast so I can show you how to do the group policy thing. So I'm going to do a new user. B Brown is fine. Okay, I don't have a description here, do I? Oh, that stinks. So you don't have to do that anyway. So don't care what the password is. Alright, so we're going to finish and we're going to find myself. There I am. Right click and go into properties, and the description line is going to read IT consultant, I think. Okay, apply. Alright. Now, notice in number 7, place yourself, Tom and Brandon in the administrator group. So I've got to find the administrators group, right? So here I have everybody under computers, bulletins, users. Wow, how do I find? Well, this is users and computers. This isn't groups. So I'm going to do tools. All right, I'm going to go to Active Directory. A couple different ways you can do this. Administrative Center. I think I can do it from here. Search on this node. Search domain admins. All right. Hold on a second. So I was wrong. It was under directory, Active Directory users and computers. You have domain admins. Okay, so that's where they got to go. So if you open that up, you can see members, and you can just add members here. So I'm going to add in Brandon Brown. I check names. There I am. Okay. Add yourself and the other folks in there. Snapshot that. You're good. Take a picture of that. So set up Windows Firewall to only allow the following: the DNS zone transfers from 8888 and 4222, AD ports and SMB to and from the 1024 network. Open all traffic within the same subnet, which is that. So what you have to do here is you have to make some policies within Windows Firewall. Okay. So if you go to Tools, and Windows Firewall Advanced Security. Okay, everything is on. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an inbound rule. Okay, here's all your inbound rules. So you go to New Rule. All right, and then these are primarily going to be port rules. Okay, so you notice that you want zone transfers to and are from 8888 and 4222. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a port rule. So zone transfers are TCP port 53, specific port 53. 53. All right. We go next. Allow the connection. Allow the connection. If it is secure, we're just going to allow the connection. We're going to make it apply to everybody. And we're going to say DNS zones. And finish. All right. Now here's the problem with Windows firewall rules. So if you go to the properties on them, Okay, so we made this, we enabled it, it's allowing the connection. If you go to the Advanced tab, all right, you notice that you don't have any type of characterization. Here we go, under scope. Local IP addresses, remote IP addresses. So local, any IP addresses, that's going to be your local system. Remote IP addresses, only these addresses. So this is where you're going to add in 8.8.8.8. And you're going to add in 4.2.2.2. So you have to come back into the properties and go to the scope and define the remote IP that is allowed to do it. Okay? And give me a screenshot of that for that first one there. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing for the AD ports. You need to know what the AD ports are. All right, to and from, so that's only going to be to and from the it's going to be inbound and outbound, and then all traffic within the same subnet, that's just going to be a star.all. So setting up NAT on your router, we went over that last time. So in your router, I already have this set up. It was just a couple of commands to set up NAT. So first off, we had to define the traffic. The traffic was going to be in the form of an access list, a simple standard access list. Access-list 10 permit 10.0.0.0.0.255. And then we do another IPNAT command, IPNAT inside source list 10 interface. Okay, and this is the outbound, okay, the exterior, the outside interface, and we're telling it to overload. All right, so that is what I was looking for. And then on your inside, both your inside networks, you're going to have IPNAT inside on your interfaces, and on that gig 10, you're going to have IPNAT outside. That's it. That's number 9. And last but not least, number 10, on R1, configure and apply an access control list that will prevent all RFC 1918 networks from being sent out to the internet. Lock down your aux port, disable your HTTP engine, and set up your SSH to only be allowed from the following IPs. Okay, so I'm going to leave number 10 up to you. You should have had that up to this point and be able to get that done. If you have any questions, you can contact me. All right, so with that, I'm going to extend LAB2. I think I extended it at least until like the middle or late November, so don't be a procrastinator and get this done. With that, or check your syllabus to see when it is done, when it is due, or again, email me and ask me. So that's it for Lab 2. We'll get this posted immediately, and I will see you in lab class this week.